So I go by my nickname as Felix, and I'm from Europe.
Yeah. And so what are you doing here?
So at the moment, I just came from Lviv to take more supplies because at the moment we're running out of supplies. We have a humanitarian center over there where we send all the supplies and provisions to the front, and also we keep some so we can treat the people who are coming in Lviv from the front line.
So are you a paramedic?
Yes, I am a paramedic. Yes, I am a paramedic. I'm an individual. I just felt the rush when I saw a lot of kids crossing the border alone on the internet, and also what they're doing, the Russian armed forces, that they're bombing civilians and also hospitals, which is not okay to do, because we have a convention, the Geneva Convention, which protects human rights, but unfortunately the Russians don't go by that rules. So when I saw that, I came as soon as I can, and now from the 15th of March I'm in Ukraine and helping as much as I can.
Amazing. Thank you for your good work. We have been here for about almost 2 months, and so we have a big tent here to receive the refugees. We have received over 10,000 refugees.
That's absolutely amazing what you do over there, and we also want to thank you so much for your help, because actually, I know the tent. I've been there, and I also helped a little bit with supplies to coming into your tent.
And so it's amazing to see how many people are coming here together to, stand with the Ukrainian people. We're the people from the new federal state of China. We're totally against this wall, and the Chinese Communist Party is Putin's friend. They're supporting the wall, and but they don't represent the Chinese people. So we are the Chinese people, real Chinese people, represented by the new federal state of China. We, just like all the Russians for Ukrainians, we're the Chinese for Ukrainians.
Yes, no. We all know that the Chinese people, which are being oppressed at the moment by the so-called government, if you'd like to call it, but it's actually a dictatorship, by Xi Jinping. We love the Chinese people. They give us so much. They have more than 2,000 years of history, and from there comes the Asian philosophy and all the great inventions like gunpowder, fireworks, and it's amazing to see the Chinese people actually bonding so good with the Europeans when they manage to escape China, because and what we see now, what is happening in China to force them into lockdowns, unfortunately, that's not okay, and they are treated worse than animals in China. So I would like to send my best regards to the Chinese people, and don't worry, everything will go through. We'll have an end.
Thank you so much. Yesterday I saw some cats being rescued from Ukraine, and they were taken very good care of. They have passport, and they have even pet doctors to look after them, and they have food and water. But when I saw the people in Shanghai, the Chinese people being locked down, they don't have anything. So some people are so desperate that they jump off the building to commit suicide.
Yes, unfortunately, I've seen the videos with the Shanghai, and also they're starting to revolt by hitting their pens and everything in the name of protest. Yes, unfortunately, it's horrible what is happening, and I'm a little bit ashamed that we can't help to go there and do something for them. But unfortunately, the Chinese government took one less through. So.
Yeah, and it's so heartbroken to see the humans are treated even less than the animals here in Europe. So this is why we, the new Chinese people, we are going to take down the Chinese Communist Party, because it's an evil dictatorship that has deprived the humans of their basic human rights. So it's also humanitarian work sponsored by the Rule of Law Foundation in New York, and we're all sponsored by the Rule of Law Foundation in New York. I know many Eastern European countries was once dictated by the communism, but the communism fell because the people in Eastern Europe, revolted and overthrew communism. So it's right now happening in China that the communism will be taken down by the 1.4 billion Chinese people, and this world will become a better place to be without Chinese Communist Party.
Yes, unfortunately, we've seen that the Chinese government are going exactly by what Stalin said, as in the death of a person is a tragedy, but the death of 100,000 people is just a statistic. And they don't really care about your people, and that is something which should be let known around the world. should be a sign, because if the Chinese can do that, then other dictatorships around the world can do that as well. So we cannot let that happen to other people around the world. So we also, as much as we can, we have to help you as well by just spreading the news, or just standing with you. Every little bit of help helps.
Yeah, thank you so much.